I found a love for me. Well, darling, just dive right in, follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. But darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you
Fairy
loved
tale.
a mess.
Today we have a fairy tale that comes true. It's the marriage of Jess and Carrie, and we're so happy that you're all here today. Okay, we are gathered here today to celebrate one of life's greatest moments, the joining of two hearts, and to give recognition to the worth and beauty of love. To add our best wishes to the words which shall unite this couple in marriage. A good marriage must be created. It is never being too old to hold hands. It's remembering. She's nodding yes, you notice that? It's remembering to say, I love you every day, and it's not just marrying the right person, it's being the right partner. It's never going to sleep angry. It's standing together and facing the world. It's speaking the words of appreciation. Jess, do you take Carrie to be your wife?
I do.
Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect her, forsaking all others and holding only unto her?
I do.
Carrie, do you take Jess to be your husband?
I do.
Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect him, forsaking all others and holding only unto him?
I do.
Jess, as you place the ring on her finger, please repeat after me. With this ring, I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed.
Take and wear this ring as a symbol of our marriage vows.
Take and wear this ring as a symbol of our marriage vows.
Carrie, as you place the ring on his finger, please repeat after me. What are you giggling about?
He's got chubby fingers.
He's swollen, he's nervous. Okay, repeat after me. With this ring, I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed.
Take and wear this ring as a symbol of our marriage vows.
Take and wear this ring as a symbol of our marriage vows.
Insomuch as Jess and Carrie have consented together to be married and have witnessed the same before family and friends, and have declared the same by the giving and receiving of the rings, by the power vested in me by the state of North Dakota, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride. Family and friends, I now introduce Jess and Carrie McLaughlin.
Waiting for me, 'cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby,
Ladies and gentlemen, first up we have Carrie, escorted by Tommy. Next up we have two for the price of one. We have Brooke and Ashley, escorted by John. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the reason we are gathered here today, if everybody could please rise down to your seats as you are able, it is my honor and privilege to introduce to you the brand new Mr. and Mrs. McLaughlin.
Typically, this would be the point where the best man would give advice on relationships, love, passion, and friendship. But let's be honest here. I don't even have a date, so we can skip that mushy stuff.
Not yet.
I, for one, can say that I'm excited for Carrie to join the family. Clearly, you are up in the gene pool, and it's always nice to have a doctor in the family. I would call that a win for me. Now, many of you don't know this, but next week when Jess and Carrie head to Europe, it will not be Jess's first honeymoon. I have a little secret to share with everyone. A few years ago, Jess and I flew down to Vegas. And when Uncle Jim was in the hospital, after we saw Jim, we were checking into our hotel room. And Jess had his nose in his computer, worrying about work like he always does. So I was talking to the concierge, angling for an upgrade. Lo and behold, the only upgrade they had was a honeymoon suite. So I, of course, firmly grabbed Jess's butt, looked the concierge in the eye and said, "Well, matter of fact, sir, we are on our honeymoon." As Jess's face grew bright red, similar to how it is right now, I grabbed his hand and led him up to our honeymoon suite. So a little advice, Jess. Enjoy your second honeymoon. Next week, be attentive to your beautiful bride because the business and your livelihood will be in my hands. Now, Jess, I am so proud to be your brother, and I am so happy to be here to celebrate you two. You deserve the best, and you have the best with Carrie, so congratulations. And Carrie, I still can't believe you didn't choose me over Jess. I was there 8 years ago when you guys met, and you had the chance. From the day we met, I knew you were a keeper. I would have never waited 8 years, 6 months, and 24 days to put a ring on it. But who's counting? Although seriously, I'm so happy that you're part of our family and are thrilled to call you my sister. Congratulations.
So I cannot top that. Not even close. But Tommy, you do realize she's a GI doctor, right? Nobody wants to see her. So I am Carrie, one of Carrie's friends, and I just want to say thanks everyone for coming out. It's great to see everybody. Jess's side, Carrie's side, friends, it's awesome. Full disclosure, I Googled a lot of bridesmaid speeches. I suck at speaking. So I'm gonna ask a couple of questions. Well, one question. Raise your hand if you waited longer to propose than Jess did. All right, there was one hand. There might have been two more up there. I know there's one person that's not raising his hand already. So, all right. So we got at least 3 people out there that waited a little longer. So you could have waited a little longer. You didn't win the competition here. So, Carrie, there are girls out there that waited longer. I myself waited, I believe, almost 11 years. So we're good. Carrie and I met at Granite City when she first came to Fargo. Some people can think of us as Buttercup and Squash, Mean Carrie and Nice Carrie. This week I learned as either Carrie or Carrie Lynn. However, that's really confusing because my name is also Carrie Lynn. I just want to say this really long quote basically that I found. Marriage is not what everyone thinks it is. It's not waking up early every morning to make breakfast and eating together. It's not cuddling in bed together until both of you are peacefully falling asleep. It's not a clean home and homemade meals every day. It's someone who steals the covers and elbows you in the face. It's a few harsh words, fights, and silent treatment. It's wondering if you might have made the wrong decision. It is, despite all of those things, the one thing you look forward to every day. It's coming home to the same person every day that you know loves and cares about you. It's laughing about the one time you accidentally did something stupid, or the many times knowing you too. It's about eating the cheapest and easiest meal you can make and sitting down together at 10 p.m. to eat because you both had a crazy day. It's when you have an emotional breakdown and they hold you and tell you everything will be okay and you believe them. It's still loving someone even though they make you absolutely insane. It's living with the person you love. It's fights about absolutely nothing. But it's also having the love that people spend their whole life looking for. It's not perfect, it's hard, but it's amazing and comforting and the best thing you'll ever experience. Now, please raise your glass high and let's cheers to Carrie and Jess on this very special day.
I'm not going to give a speech, but I am going to tell of a weekend-long story here about the first time we met Jess. Carrie showed up to our house on, I believe, a Thursday night and had to show me her outfit and make sure it was all okay because she was going on a date with a boy. We were shocked because all college you never brought a boy home, I'm pretty sure. So pretty sure there was none. But they went out on a date, and the next day she called us and asked if we would like to go out that night to meet Jess. So we decided we were going to go to Three Lions, I think it was, in West Fargo. And we may have had a couple drinks that night and met Jess. And we ended up at the Drunken Noodle downtown. It's a food place.
Open at 2 a.m.
Yep, open at 2 a.m. And Cole and Jess were sitting at the table, and Jess leans over and says,
Waiting in line.
Waiting in line, sorry. Leans over to my husband and says, I think I really like your sister. And Cole leans over and says, that's great, because I think I love you too. Kind of awkward. So then Saturday comes, and Carrie is going to come to the lake with us, and here comes Jess again. At first I was kind of like, okay, we like this guy, but is he homeless, or does he just really like my sister? He wasn't leading. And then I think later that evening we even went over to his parents, all of us, and met his family. But it was a fun weekend. We're glad that Jess is a part of our family now. Cheers to them.
We have some people we really like to be here tonight. My grandpa, my dad, and my uncle should be here, but they're not. What the McLaughlin side of the wedding party probably doesn't know is that not long after my dad died, my sister and my brother and I were sitting around, and my sister said, Mom and Dad were high school sweethearts. And I said, yeah. So are you and Michael? Yeah. And Cole and Ashley? Uh-huh. I'm screwed. People are gonna come and meet our family, and they're gonna meet my mom and think she's so normal, and have no idea what happened to the rest of us. And we were all really sad when my dad died. And then I went home for a holiday, and my sister brought this boy with us to Mitchell. If you've been to Mitchell, and then that Christmas we got a Christmas card from this boy that my sister brought home. And I said to my husband, I think he must really like my sister. And now, almost 9 years later, I think I was right. I heard a wedding toast so long ago, and it's still the simplest and best one I've ever heard. May the best of your past be the worst of your future. I love you so much. Congratulations.
Out here, and weddings are a very important time, and it's something that needs to be a celebration. And in order to be a celebration, we need everybody here. So I'd just like to thank everybody for traveling far and wide. So when I first started thinking about what I wanted to speak about, I tried to remember the first memory of hanging out with Jess. And I remember back in middle school, we started something called Snowline. And Snowline was something that we would update the class every day on the amount of inches that we got in snow. And he was an Arctic Cat guy, and I was a Polaris guy, and there's a lot of us that used to snowmobile. And I still remember the number to this day. It was 119.6 inches of snow that year. So it was a lot of snow. We went down to the inch. And so that was a really good time. And then over the years, we started to move into summer, and going out to lakes was a really big event. There's about probably 12 of us guys that would go over to the McLaughlin's, and Scott would run over to the grill and start grilling, and he'd make food, and Scott, he did good. Scott, he was very concerned about us. There's a really good pop machine there too, but that's a different story. So one year I remember they got this thing called the banana. And the banana was something that you pulled behind a speedboat. And Jess made these t-shirts. I think Scott probably still has his. And it was Lake Melissa Banana Riders riding all 18 feet all summer long. And it was quite the tubing event. And I remember one time Jess had a brilliant idea of getting out Crisco cooking oil because he wanted to make it harder for everybody to stay on. So we lathered this thing in Crisco cooking oil, and I think I couldn't eat anything with cooking oil for days. All of us reeked like cooking oil, so that was a good time. So over the years, Jess and I and Carrie and Liz, we've got to go out quite a bit with this couple, and they're a lot of fun. They're very nice people, very ambitious, and education's always been an important part. And I know that it's been talked about before that Carrie recently graduated. Yep. So she's a nurse practitioner, and it's something that they have in common, education. So Carrie went to 4 years of school, undergrad, then 3 more years of graduate school, okay? It's a very difficult program from my understanding. And Jess, he went to a really Ivy League school too as well. He made it a whole 3 years at University of Hawaii, Hilo. Whole 3 years. And then he finished up his undergrad at NDSU. So they got a lot in common. But They're a wonderful couple. I'm very glad to be here, and I'd just like to wish them many happy memories. I'm really excited for you both. I can't wait to continue to hang out with you. Have a wonderful honeymoon, and let's toast to the bride and groom. Cheers.
Really wonderful that everybody could make it here. Heckners, McLaughlin's, everybody who did everything to put this together. As was kind of mentioned earlier, our first date was, what, 4 out of 5 days that week? Yeah, it was a long time, and we both met both extended families. Within 2 weeks of meeting Carrie, I told her I wanted to marry her.
I said he was crazy and he needed to.
So we waited a while, because she wasn't so sure. But throughout that time, we've done a lot of things together, learned a lot about each other, and that same feeling I had within 2 weeks of meeting her only got stronger. So, thank you.
I'm going to ask these guys a series of questions, and they are going to raise up the corresponding shoe to the corresponding answer.
I'm ready.
All right, guys, now to start things out, now that you guys have your shoes off, who has the smellier feet? Who is messier? Who is the pickier eater? Nobody's a picky eater. That's a first.
I like food.
Who said I love you first? Attaboy. Who is the better driver?
Yeah.
Who is more likely to be running late? Who is better at keeping secrets? Honestly, it's usually the reverse though. Here's a fun one. Who is right more often? And now, after all these years, you guys are finally married. Gloves are off. Who has the crazier family? And finally, ladies and gentlemen, who do you love the most in this entire world? Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. and Mrs. McLaughlin. We're gonna get these guys some time to put on their shoes.
Baby, it's been a long day, baby. Things ain't been going my way, you know I need you here. You clear my mind all the time. And baby, the way you move me, it's crazy. It's like you see right through me and make it easier. To please me, you don't even have to try. Oh, because you are the best thing. You are the best thing. You are the best thing ever happened to me. Baby, come along. pray that you believe me when I say this love will